Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of RWBY Arrowfell. Well, I'm just going to tell you what I did off-screen real quick before we get on to presumably the last part of this game. I pretty much went around the entire hub world, just did a quick once-over to see if there was any skill points I missed. I found about 3 of them, and then quickly realized that I truly do have to buy the skill points from the merchants, which gave me about 12 more. So now I'm currently missing about 17 in total, and if my math is correct, there will be at least 1 more merchant with 3 more skill points, and the other 14 are going to be somewhere in the final maps. I also grinded for 999 Lien because I needed to. Repeatedly. And I also learned that... Oh, really? Huh. Maybe I was wrong. I learned that despite the fact that Weiss might be the weakest physical attacker, probably, as it turns out, she has the strongest ranged attack for some reason. So that's bizarre. Speaking of which, I spent a good deal of time here just in the Eastern Outpost, just grinding against the Beowulfs to get the last achievement here. Basically killing 50 enemies with ranged attacks. Now that I'm done babbling your ear off, let's head to the Arrowfell facility and presumably start finishing this game. Wow. I thought I was gonna have to go looking for you. Wow, 300. 175, 175, 160, yep.
Bye-bye.
Alright, yeah, okay. In that case, I am going to buy, a couple revive rings.
Bye-bye.
Because I'm no doubt going to need them. Oh, cool. Clover and Penny? What's going on?
Salutations!
I mean, she said it. We are at a secret place. We were able to track all of Harper's movements to somewhere in this proximity. The exact location of the confidential Fort Arrowfell has been in uncertainty for many years. However, we believe this may be the entrance. Alright, I can see it. People don't usually come poking around out here in the frozen tundra, after all. Also, there's a big slab that looks like a door. That's a pretty good hint. This gate has the most powerful magnetic field I have ever sensed, but it will not open. Thankfully, I had suspected Arrowfell might be involved from the moment I heard about those orbs. Call it Aesop's intuition. As a result, Atlas Military Intelligence has been gathering data on the matter ever since, and I suspect there is a way inside. And I helped! Penny managed to locate the gates that we believe lead to an underground location known as the Crystal Nexus. Oh, okay, so those 4 gates we've been seeing across the map. These Nexus gates are hidden entrances to an underground network throughout Solitos. These allow the Keepers of Arrowfell to sneak about various areas. Team Briar, they use Nexus gates to travel around. Right. General Ironwood has informed us that there's a belief that the Team Briar may be acting as the Keepers of Arrowfell. Well, I can say without their cooperation on this matter, our options are become very limited. It is imperative that Team RWBY continues them... I'm sorry. It is imperative that Team RWBY convinces them to assist in this gambit. Everyone thinks I'm naturally charming. It's gonna go great. Yeah, everyone except, Torchwick, and Cinder, and Emerald, although she comes around to you. Pretty much any of the villains just don't think you're charming. Now, even if Henny can hack the Nexus gates open, the Fort Arrowfell gate here is not quite the same. We believe 4 unique Nexus keys are required to enter Fort Arrowfell. Find the Keepers of Arrowfell and retrieve the 4 Nexus keys.
What?
I'm sorry, let's step that back a moment. Penny can do what exactly? I can open the Nexus gates. I eventually figured out that I can rapidly transmit electromagnetic interrogation pulses over a few seconds. This requires that I match the frequency first, allowing me to get those signals in. One of the signals is bound to be a correct match, and then it opens. The Fort Arrowfell gate is much more sophisticated, however. Each member of Team Briar likely uses their own secret Nexus gate to reach the Crystal Nexus. You'll need to retrace your steps throughout Solitas carefully to find them. Please tell me you will have them marked over which locations, because I'm not sure I fully remember where the gates are exactly.
Huh.
Sounds like they could be tough to find. No worries, I remember them all. I will meet you at each one, Team RWBY. Bye! Please put them in my map screen, please? Penny? Aren't you gonna give RWBY a goodbye kiss? She left before checking if we know where they are. You may want to go catch up to Penny. I'll keep watch for activity at the Fort Arrowfell entrance. Please return when you have 4 Nexus keys. We're counting on you, Team RWBY.
Okay.
We've made it this far, so we're returning with those Nexus keys, no doubt about it. Okay. Anything else? Respect the mute. Should be almost. Okay. Well, at least that'll give me time to get some more revive rings, or rather, get the Lien to do so. Okay, good. Good, they actually mark where they are. Which one? Okay. Actually, you know what? Screw that. I'm just gonna kill certain enemies as I go on. Have I mentioned I'm bad at dodging? Actually, what in the world am I doing? I should probably use all these right now. At least this way I'll just pretty much be able to get through the rest of those pretty quickly. And plus, having this energy heal, hopefully it helps. Alright, I'll do the range attacks later once I have the rest of them. Where is it exactly? I think this is where, yeah, this is where the orb was. Alright. Oh god. There. Yay, you're here! I just wanted to say how excited I am to be on another adventure with you. This is the first of 4 Nexus gates. As promised, I will assist in your mission today. You're the best, Penny! Thanks! She really is the best. So, how are we busting in? Now that I know the way, it is actually quite straightforward. Allow me to demonstrate. Matching the frequency of the gate. Got it!
Huh?
Got what? What did you do? Now I will begin transmitting a series of electromagnetic interrogation pulses at a rate of 14,000 per second. When a match is found, the gate will respond. Let's begin. Ah, that is it. I will now deactivate the magnetic seal and open the gate. was easy. You may enter. Well, what do you know? Penny! Penny, that was amazing! Teach me! Oh, Ruby, you simply have to activate your radio transponder and record the frequency into a databank. When you attune your communications chip to the recorded frequency, you will designate an array of... Okay, never mind, I don't have any of that stuff. Should we head inside? If this really leads to Team Briar's hideout, we'll need to tread carefully since we're not exactly welcome guests. Do we have to fight them again? I will meet you at the next Nexus gate when you are ready. Please, be safe. Anything else? I don't know, Keeper Arrowfell at the crystal. I do hope they are kindly. You will find me at the next Nexus. Please see me again when you're ready, and I will be helpful again. Am I recording still? Yes. Okay. So, does this mean I have to fight them again? I mean, that was... Oh, new music? I mean, that was a... Oh, boy. That was, like, something I was wondering. Like, I was wondering if I would be able to fight them individually instead of as a team, but... I guess I might. Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna need to be fast. How did you hit me? Was I that close to you? Okay, I think... Damn. Alright, hang on. There we go. Yep. Yep. Blake, please. What are these? Wow, we're actually getting new enemies. Oh, wow, okay. There we go. Get away from me. Oh, there's a gun enemy up there. Come on. Huh. Well, this is interesting. Oh, okay, hang on. Can you, like, turn over this way? Okay, that works. What are these things? Oh god. Yanking you. Okay. Wow, I'm really having to use, like, all my abilities suddenly. Oh, there's another one. Huh. Really? All that was down there was a barrel? That was a bit odd. I didn't expect the epic music to suddenly be interrupted. Ah, okay, that's why you put a save point there. Please. Oh god. Well, I'm just screwing up all over the place. Okay, okay. Oh god. Okay. Really? Just... Oh god. Yep. I'm sorry for not much commentary. I'm like trying to focus here. Alright. Get down here. Whoop. There we go. This actually isn't so bad once you... Well. Kinda just stand out in there in the open, aren't you? How are you doing? Halt! I won't let you take another step in into the crystal nexus. I messed up that whole sentence. Seriously, don't try it. You'll be burnt to a crisp in a fraction of a second. Whoa, let's take it down a notch, yeah? We're not here to make problems, we want to work with you. And why exactly should I do something like that? Because we both have a common enemy. I still can't believe Thormane bamboozled us like that. I understand how it feels to have your trust broken, believe me. And we too were tricked, but now isn't the time to feel bad about it. We're here because we'd like to ask for your Nexus Key. We believe with that key we can enter Fort Arrowfell and bring Thormane to justice. I can't just give you the Nexus Key. It's what makes me a keeper of Arrowfell. Besides, it's useless on its own. You know that, right? That's why we were kind of hoping to speak to each of you and gather the keys. You did kind of break into our hideout. But I gotta admit, your ambition is infectious. Alright. This will help us greatly. I can't thank you enough for entrusting us. If giving you that Nexus Key is all it takes to see Thormane get served, I'm ready. Get into Fort Arrowfell and burn it all down. There's no room in Salatos for double-crossers like Thormane who endanger innocents. Thank you for your duty, Ron. You are now and always the keeper of Arrowfell. We're just going to carry the torch for a bit, okay? Not so bad, Team RWBY. Let's all have a barbecue after this is done. What do you say? Nothing's quite as important as your word, do you understand? For me, my word is my bond. As keepers of Arrowfell, we took an oath for Atlas military generals who aren't even around anymore, and we still honor it. Why? Well, if we don't, who will? That's why I get so fired up when I see guys like Thormane. The currency of trust is your word, and he's a counterfeiter. That's a good way to put it, actually. Now, I want to see him taken out and watch Arrowfell go down in flames. I'm kind of surprised Yang isn't talking to her, like the two little fire starters. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, based on that, I'm guessing Yeah. So each location is going to lead to a different member of Team Briar. And I basically just have to... just have to find each of them. Which is fine. I thought I was actually going to have to fight them, but this works. Also, I was about to say this before, there it is. I was about to say this at one point during the Atlas section. I kind of wish there was an in-game map. Basically, like... I mean, this is basically a Metroidvania-style game. So I kind of wish there was a map I could check, like, by pressing pause or something. But, ironically, there is a map. And it's in the Collector's Edition of the game. On the back of a poster. Way forward, if you ever watch this video, I politely ask, can you please patch in an in-game map? Like, most of the maps aren't too big, and you can find your way in them easily enough, but the only one I actually had trouble with sometimes was the Atlas Streets. But it would just be kind of nice to get less turned around at times. Am I still recording? Yes. Okay, hey Penny. It is such a pleasure to see you all again.
Oh.
You sure got here quick. So, the second of 4 Nexus gates, yeah? Excellent job, Blake. I praise you for your counting ability. Okay. I will now initiate the process to deactivate the magnetic seal, thus releasing the Nexus gate. As you know, our process begins with... Can we please get on with it already? Yes, beginning the matching of frequency. Weiss, don't you dare interrupt this bundle of joy. Let her carry on. The first step is complete, and now... Wow, I solved it right away this time. Are we really good to go already? If I really have no boss fights with Team Briar, I mean, depending on how fast it takes to get through Arrowfell, this might, or Fort Arrowfell, this might actually not take as long as I thought. I guess that answers that. You may enter the Nexus gate.
Alrighty.
Alright, now we just need to get in there and get Team Briar on board with granting us access to Fort Arrowfell. Anything else to say? There may be danger. As you know, I am combat ready. However, today my duty lies elsewhere, so I will not be fighting with you. It is imperative that you proceed with care. I wish I could play as you, Penny. Though you'd probably decimate this entire game. Okay. Wow, I'm screwing up all over the place. Yep. Oh, I have to... Wow, that's actually... I want to say that's almost a cheap trick. That they get you to go over to the enemy on the right, and the enemy on the left will see you and shoot you. Either that or... I mean... I don't know if that's a clever trick or a cheap trick. What did I just pick up? Oh no. Get rid of you, like, right away. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Oh my god, oh my god. God, I hate when they put the big enemies in here. There we go. Did we really need, like, a bunch of little enemies again? We didn't have enough? But seriously, we've had so many little enemies already. Like, in so many... We've had the Grim Bats, we've had... I can't even remember what they're called. We have the Grim Bats, these ones. We've had the Swinlins, which is the new, like, little gremlin Grim, basically. Did we really need, like, more? Oh god. I'm not gonna... Oh god. Let me guess, another ambush? No, surprisingly not. Wow, okay. No. Actually, I probably should just get as much Lien as I can. Because for all... Oh my god, that scared me. Whoa. Please, kill, 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 kill. I am not even gonna bother learning the attack pattern of, like, the paladins. Oh, speaking of, since I didn't mention this, the only other place the paladins appear... Yeah, the only other place the paladins appear, or rather the last place we saw them, the train stage, I went back there and it is no longer accessible. Like, the startup point of it is there, but the actual train section is gone. Which, I suppose makes sense, because it crashed, but... I don't know, I'm kind of bummed out that I can't go through that stage again. But I get why. Well. Oh god. Get rid of the Manticore. I think it's a Manticore. Okay, first priority. First priority is always getting rid of those things. Because there are, like, so many of them. Wait for it, because that does, like, a lot of damage. There we go.
What?
Who's there? Yo, Team RWBY here. Whoa, hey, relax a little. We're not your enemy. What are you doing here? We dropped by to ask a favor. From one team of huntresses betrayed by Thornmane to another. Alright, when you word it that way, I'm listening. You wouldn't happen to have a Nexus key, would you? Yeah, I have it. Because, if we had that, we could waltz into Fort Arrowfell and stomp the stuffing out of Thornmane. It's not really useful by itself, you know. Yep, we know. We're kinda hoping to get one from each of you for that reason. Well, I guess if everyone else is okay with it, too. Take the Nexus key. I want to see Thornmane stopped. His plan is egomaniacal, and will put people in danger for senseless reasons. Not only that, but that jerk duped us. And it's one thing if you want to trick me, but the rest of Team Briar? They're like my sisters, okay? We've trained so much together, our semblances are perfectly in sync. You saw how we struck that Goliath? That's because of the faith we all share in each other. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. A team like ours, you don't see it every day, so I have to protect them, just like they would protect me. Thornmane took advantage of us all. I can't let it happen again. Whew. Felt good to get that off my chest. I don't usually talk that much. You have a cause worth fighting for. It's your team. It's beautiful. I feel the same way about my team here. They're like sisters. Well, I mean, RWBY is your actual sister. And Weiss is definitely, like, family. I wouldn't say Blake is like a sister to you. I'd say she's much closer than... I'd say she's arguably more closer than that. Well, Ruby's actually my sister for real. But Blake and Weiss here, they remind me every day that a team is family. Okay, that's a better way to word it. So from our family to yours, in the name of that sacred connection, we're gonna kick Thormain's butt. I'm rooting for your team, Ruby. Yang, it's pretty cool how you have a metal arm. Mine are metal too, actually. Except mine are more like drills, which is pretty neat sometimes. Wait, are you saying that you don't have hands anymore? That it's just drills? How do you eat, might I ask? Never met a can of soup I couldn't open, I'll tell you that much. Well, I guess that explains it. When you're in the tundra of Solitos, hot soup really hits the spot, you know? Especially in the colder parts like Eason. Eason. Reminds me of how we met Thormain. He used to really drive us mad. Just like you saw, he was always shooing us away at every corner. Why? Because we were steep competition for his worthless guardians, that's why. When he offered to extend an olive branch in the name of stopping a threat to Arrowfell, well, we couldn't refuse. Big mistake. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah! The point is, we must celebrate our metal arms! I like you. You are a lot of fun. Alright. Where to next? Cross remains. Oh god. Where was it? Oh, that was convenient.
Salutations!
I will never get tired of hearing that. Fancy meeting you here, Penny. Why, thank you. It is quite a fancies indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, let's do this thing. I will prepare to read and record the frequency of the third Nexus Gate we have encountered. So easy. Now it is time to jam the signal at a rate of 14,000 pulses per second. Behold! Goodness, you're all looking so close. I believe I am experiencing anxiety. Would you mind carefully to look away? Sure. Sorry about that, Penny. The task is complete. The magnetic seal will be deactivated and the gate will open. Open sesame. What would we do without you, Penny? Yang, please don't. There is no need to wonder such a question, for I am here, and as long as I'm around, I will continue to support my good friends, the best huntresses ever. I've already made it clear that it's spoilers in this playthrough for like the future, so obviously I could say this hurts a lot. Aw, that's so sweet and depressing. Hey, the gate's wide open. Let's get a move on. Who is inside? Is it Team Briar? I would like to greet them as well, but I will honor my duty. There's one more Nexus Gate. Please find me there when you are prepared, and I will open it. Okay. Alright. Oh. Interesting. Oh god! Okay. I'll worry about that later. Please, please, please. Again, there's probably a better way to fight those, but I don't particularly care to try. Wait. That can't have been the gate. Huh. What? What are you doing? Why was he, like, charging back and forth through me? Huh, I guess that was the gate. That was weird. And it was all just for, like, little crates and stuff. I expected it to be a skill point. Oh, God. Wait for me. Oh, God, I can barely see. Alright. You gonna get down here? It's not. Oh god. Okay. There we go. Whoopsies. Go. Let me guess. Skill point. I think it mentioned at one point that Olive Harper had like a bunch of them somewhere. I'm hoping that they're like somewhere in Fort Arrowfell because I'm not finding a lot here. What? There we go. Alright. Oh, this is... Okay. Oh, they're on timers. Okay. Wait. Are they on timers? I guess not. Huh. They just stay open. That's unexpected. Alright. I see how it goes. Go through an area. Aside from one ambush, there's one at the very end, right after a save point. Get rid of the apathy right away. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Alright. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Get rid of him. Get rid of him right now. Okay. Come on. Get down here. Oh, of course they're like up there. Well, that kind of worked. They got me up here. Wow, I have a lot of Lien. Oh, there's Bianca. Huh. Team RWBY, you've come to the Crystal Nexus with a purpose, I presume. Bianca, I'm sorry to have entered this way. I've been observing you closely since the moment you first reached Eason, and now I believe you do not wish to disrupt what we defend. If you have resorted to drastic measures to simply reach us, then I understand this is a dire situation. truly dire. We came here because we need your help. We need to enter Fort Arrowfell. I see. As a fellow team leader, I understand the weight you carry on behalf of your team. It took bravery to approach us here in the Crystal Nexus, and I do not take that lightly. As it so happens, the four of us have just come to understand we've been deceived by the very individual who hired us as mercenary huntresses. Bram Thornmane. Correct. With knowledge of the oath we once took as keepers of Arrowfell, he swindled us into becoming cogs in his machine. I owe you an apology for doubting that. We fight with the same ambition of defending the innocent population of Solitos, if not all of Remnant itself.
Yes.
Yes we do. Team RWBY, I bestow this upon you, a passing of the baton, if you will, from where the keepers of Arrowfell have failed. I just noticed each one has had a different, little marking on it. If you've not yet, you'll need to reach my teammates by your own means. They may not be easily swayed. Know, however, that we all see the truth now. We're thankful for any support. With Team RWBY and Team Briar cooperating, we will put a stop to the threat of Thornmane. I believe in you, Team RWBY. We were once huntresses adjacent to the former Atlas General's team of ace operatives. Not too unlike the standing you take today. Really? So you were literally in the exact same position. However, when the Arrowfell project was shuttered, we swore to an oath of protection as the keepers of Arrowfell. It is a role we have sworn to carry out in the shadows, all while keeping an active front as mercenaries for hire. Thornmane exploited our duties and used misdirection to pilfer Fort Arrowfell from under us. You've been entrusted with the Nexus Key so that you may approach Thornmane and put an end to this. I believe in you, Team RWBY. Cool. Oh, they're even given, each their own slot. Given to you by Bianca, alongside generously provided by Roam. The offering of Ruda. They even have little descriptions. Huh. That looks like a pot. Weird. Oh, yep, there's... Okay. So the only one left is... Ivy? I believe I remember. Wow, it's almost been an hour. Alright. Have I mentioned how much I love RWBY's semblance? It is so completely useful. Oh, that's convenient. I will take that. And after I get the last key, I think I'll go to the merchant near Isan and collect or rather buy some more of the rings, because I'm probably gonna need them. There we go. I wonder if any of the dialogue changes with Team Briar depending on which order you visit them in. Together we have reached the final Nexus Gate. That's a relief. Wouldn't it be funny if the last member of Team Briar didn't want to give us the Nexus Key? Don't jinx us, RWBY.
What?
No, it would not. Are you trying to jinx us again or something? Sensational, RWBY. Humor is good. I will now initiate the process in haste and without formality, as is the saved preference. Bingo, and... What's the matter? You got stage fright again? It won't open. After all of that, RWBY, you might have actually jinxed us. I got you. It was a joke of humor and levity. You may proceed to laugh now as I release the gate. That wasn't necessary. I thought it was funny, Penny. Oh. Okay, but what if we got the last Nexus Key and then I accidentally threw it? Funny, right? Can we leave RWBY outside? There's a member of Team Briar in there, and I think at this point they know what's up, so we'd best not keep them waiting. Say, what's next for you, Penny? While you look for one more Keeper of Arrowfell inside, I will go back to Fort Arrowfell. Team RWBY, please be careful. Gotcha. We'll meet again at... Okay, just... There we go. Ah, I see. I get it. There we go. Oh, whoopsies. Nope. All right. Oh. There we go. Let's just get rid of you from here. Oh no. Come on, get over here. Really? That didn't really? There we go. Wow, that one was simple. What was the point of that? Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. Let's... Huh. Oh, that's just mean. Was there any other door I missed down here? No. Okay. Uh-oh. Again, I keep expecting those things to, like, stay closed or closing. Oh, wow, you tricked me. Always a good idea to check if you're still recording. Oh wow, I just noticed, like, my energy recharge. It actually goes up to a little over half the gauge. Huh, and it went pretty fast. That is useful. What you got for me this time? Oh god. Okay, they're everywhere suddenly. worried about without getting hit or whatever. Ambush is done anyway. Let me guess, you're gonna talk to Weiss. Team RWBY breaking into the Crystal Nexus. Don't think I trust you for a second. Ivy, we can explain ourselves if you just give us a chance. I've had my eye on you ever since the moment you entered through the Nexus gate, and that's why I believe you are not here to cause any harm. Ivy, I thank you for your understanding. It's true, we simply ask for your assistance. We need... Hey, what did I say earlier? Don't go thinking we're friends and asking for favors now. How can I trust you? How can I trust anyone after what Thornmane did? Ivy, that's exactly it. We too were tricked by Thornmane. He tricked everybody around him, and now we need to put a stop to his plans. With full access to Fort Arrowfell, who knows what he could be up to? Don't remind me. We blatantly failed in our duty as the Keepers of Arrowfell. No, this is your chance to set in motion a redemption. If you'll give us your Nexus key, we can enter the compound and foil Thormane's plan. Alright, I got nothing to lose at this point. Is that a fish? Why is it a fish? Go on and put an end to Thornmane, but just know that Nexus key is no good on its own. Make sure you've talked to the rest of Team Briar and explained the situation. Only 4 Nexus keys united is what grants access to Fort Arrowfell. Yeah, we know. Thank you, Ivy.
Ugh.
Don't get all sappy about it. And get going, alright? You got a complete madman to whip. Thornmane riled us up. I was so certain you were going about planting your ill-gotten Arrowfell tech throughout Solitas to attract Grim and cause chaos. But it was Thornmane who wished to cause chaos and uncertainty, to distract General Ironwood from his grand plans. We were ready to check in with Thornmane after our last encounter with you, and he had already kicked us to the curb by then. His use for us had run out. Well, I think it's time to kick him. I'm full of spite and ready to see you use that Nexus key to get in there and show him what for. Got it. Before I do that... Where is it? Easton Town. You. I'm going to buy many revive rings. That should be good.
Bye-bye.
6 revive rings. Yeah, I imagine that's going to be doing me a lot of good. Pair with the other 3. Yeah, okay. Let me use these now. Let's put them on Weiss right now. And Blake. Alright. 8 more to go. I'm tempted to go and talk to the NPCs to see if there's any more unique dialogue and such, but... I just don't want to. Now I'm gonna make one last save. I'm gonna make one last save before I go in there, because for all I know, there'll be like some giant row of ambushes. Imagine if there was like 10 ambushes in a row. I'm joking, game. Please don't make it actually come true. You got anything else? No. God, I almost feel like these...
Bye-bye.
I almost feel like those items are useless. You never really need them. Now that I have opened all 4 Nexus gates, please make sure to fully explore each one. I hope you can find a Nexus key inside. Where were they again? Crossed, Tumac Ruins, Mantle, and... Processing. Right, Dormier. Oh, so in case you leave after talking to her? Huh. Okay. At least they thought ahead for that dialogue, I guess. Able to collect all 4 Nexus keys. Are you ready to try them? Let's try. It seems each member of Team Briar was in fact designated with a portion of the access code to Fort Arrowfell's security matrix. And And now the Keepers of Arrowfell have entrusted us with the keys. Indeed, I'll use these 4 Nexus keys you retrieved to open Fort Arrowfell. As opposed to the way Bram Thornmain breached his way in, I guess you could say this is the legitimate method of entry into the compound. It may have been a long time since these were used, but now that we have all 4, I should be able to open this door. Stand back. How fancy. Incredible. It really opened. So this is really it, huh? Our mission has finally led us to here. With the door open, there's not a minute to delay. Somewhere inside you should find Thornmain. It's time to bring him to justice. I wish you good luck. Okay, anything else? Think you're prepared with every supply you need, please enter at once. Meanwhile, the Aesops and Penny here will assist you by patrolling the surface for threats. We got your back, Team RWBY. If you had our back, you might come with us. I guess that would interfere with the game. Oh, cool. Another song. Also, did we need another... Again, did we need another flying enemy? Oh god. Okay. I'm not even gonna really bother fighting him. At least if I can help him. Skill point. Whoopsies. Okay, I really need, like, some aura points back. What are you? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. I have a theory. Nope. What? Can I even kill you? I guess I can. But there's not much point to doing so. Unless, like, killing you gets me chests for skill points. I need 7 more. Oh god. Well, that was convenient. Oh my god, that's a lot of swindling. Get down here. We done? Alright, that's 1 ambush. I'm gonna count them. Okay, that's actually a cheap trick. Okay, seriously? Oh my god. Come on. Hit me, please. Oh, great. Oh. could have been really bad. Alright, that's 2. I really hope there's not more skill points somewhere that I haven't looked on the map. Because that could be really bad. No, thank you. Oh, can I? Come on, come on, come on. Is there anything that popped up? No, he was literally just an enemy away. Get over here. Really? The one time I want the enemy to appear and you won't? Bye-bye. I really don't get that. Some enemies will track Blake's shadow and others won't. Oh boy. Huh. Okay, no. He's just... I think this is 2 ambushes? Oh god. Come on. Oh, hell no. Alright. Okay, get away from me. Oh, there's 2 of them. God. You gonna get down here? There we go. Again, just charging right through you for some reason. Okay. Team Ruby, you made it here. Am I fighting you, Olive? Hey, it's... Harper, you were responsible for nearly getting us killed. Yeah, I have half a mind to sock you into next week for that one. Still recording? Yes. Hold up. Harper, why are you in tears? Don't tell me you're feeling remorse. I gave up everything. My morals, my military career. But he lied to me. I knew my actions may forfeit my position as an officer in Atlas military, or much worse. But I did all he asked, because he said it was for the benefit of all of Atlas. And Mantle. Better lives for all its people. He just needed me to help him take down Ironwood from the inside.
What?
What? So that's the motive here? It's not some kind of attack on Amity Tower? Just General Ironwood? I trusted Bram. But instead of making things better for our kingdom, it was all for his petty revenge. There's a reason why General Ironwood didn't approve him for the Aesops. Now I see why. Come on, you can't mean to say you never saw that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the man has double-crossed everyone he's ever met at this point. I was wrong about him. Now we see the truth. He simply used me as a pawn in his operations. Spying on General Ironwood, dealing us through Amancio Glass, coordinating with Halen Fifestone, was merely his connection to access it all. Let's go, team. Lieutenant Harper needs time to reflect. And we have a mission to finish. I'm getting sad even staying here. Wait, Team RWBY. There's nothing I can say to atone for what I've done. But there is a small gesture, if I may. 4 skill points. Oh, okay. I am prepared to face whatever waits for me from here. There's no one who can save me from this fate. As for you, you must defeat Thornmane. Perhaps he can be saved from himself. Just go and strut off. 6 points. I am missing 2 of them. I hope I find them all. I hope I find the remaining 2 here. Alright, I need a heart. Let me guess, an ambush? Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, a save point. Wait. Am I about to face the final boss? Oh, no. I was about to say. Oh, there's a heart. Okay, so now you're doing this? Now you're making, like, the switches that I actually have to stand on? Alright. Yep. Bye-bye. Alright. I got. Oh, God. Oh, my God. So many swindlers. Oh, God. Get rid of you, please. God, there's so much on the screen at once at times. And that really doesn't help. Please kill him. Thank you. What the? There we go. Oh, God. I was doing so well. Alright. Let me guess, another ambush? Yep. Okay, so we're having like a slew of ambushes before, I'm guessing, the final battle. Yeah, just random. The apathy. Immediately. Whoa. Come on, get down here, you little... Oh, of course. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. Hang on. Come on. I kinda wish they weren't rolling so high up. Really? You guessed I would be there? Like, at that exact moment? There we go. Alright, we're still recording. Yeah, I need that aura. I wonder if the game tracks, like, which character you've been playing the most. I'm actually wondering which one I have played is the most now that I think about it. Is it Ruby or Blake? Alright. Time to finish this off. And last one. Achievement unlocked. This will be the day. All of Team RWBY fully upgraded. All skill points acquired, all hearts gotten. All that's left is the final battle. Huh. This definitely looks final area-ish. Oh, what time is it? Okay. Game saved. 6 revised rings. Hopefully that should be enough. I need a drink. Sorry about that. Needed a drink before getting into this. Stop right there. Team RWBY, I can't believe you were actually foolish enough to march right into the lion's den. I'll give you one chance to turn around from here and leave. Dude, you are not that threatening. We are dealing with an evil, like, a woman with eldritch powers and stuff, leading an army here. You are minuscule in comparison. You are an ant. Tempting, but we'd rather stick around and put an end to your evil plot. The only thing that will be ending if you refuse to leave is your lives. Heck, Torchwick is more intimidating than you. You don't scare us. We're licensed huntresses and the best around at that. I feel like we have to keep reminding people about that. Talk is cheap. Fight us, coward. Fine. Have it your way. Alright. Bram Thormain. So is he the final boss, or is there one more thing after this? Whoa, okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay, don't get near during that. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Okay, I think he stops right where I am. Okay, so when he's on there, it's in the middle. Come on. Stay in the middle. No! Oh! Wow, you... I don't like that. You kind of changed it around for no reason. Come on. Oh god! Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. There we go. I didn't need one revive ring. Never mind. Huh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What? You're kidding me. This is the final battle? He summons the orbs. I don't know how to feel about that, because I was already not... I'm gonna give my opinion on this fight right now. It's an okay... The first phase is okay, but I don't like how his strategy kind of changes. Like, during one point where he was on the platform, the arrows didn't fall in the middle when he was shooting in the air. But then another time when he was on a platform just a little higher up, they suddenly shot in the middle. So I can't tell, like, what's the strategy there? Are they just gonna shoot where you are last? Also, they come a little too fast for you to react to at times. Okay. Oh god! Okay, I need to get rid of these things immediately. Please? Please. Please. Come on. Come on. Alright, ignore everything else. Everyone else is on the ground. That works for me. So just get rid of these orbs. Why? Why are you doing this, Thormain? What's your beef with Ironwood? Ironwood. James Ironwood. Will pay. I had it all. I was in the running for a position in the Ace Operatives after years of tireless training. I could have been a hero of the people. I could have been respected and admired for that power. But no. Instead, he told me, I'm afraid there's no fit for your semblance. Who needs a semblance then? I'll show Ironwood what I'm truly capable of. Starting with finishing you off. Are we going back into this? Whoa, okay, like I said, there's not a lot of time to react to it. Okay, that's my fault. Okay, I'm gonna need the revive ring. Like, seriously, where am I supposed to go? Huh. That's interesting. Oh god. Where? Well, I did need a revive ring. Seriously! This is coming at me so fast. How am I supposed to know when I'm where I'm supposed to go to dodge them? Like, seriously. How am I gonna know, like, to stand in the middle there? The last time he did that... What in the world is the strategy? I'd be curious to know, like... I'd be curious to see a no-damage run of this game. Especially for the boss fights. And just for that one in particular. Like... A lot of those attacks were coming so fast. Too fast for me to really react to. And there wasn't any discernible pattern to them as far as I could see. Again, sometimes he would shoot the arrows into the air from the exact same spot, but they would come down in a different place. Then there wasn't enough time to react quick enough, because they would just cover such a wide area. And, of course, the little arrows darting around the screen, I don't know. And the fact that he summons a bunch of orbs in the middle of the fight, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of a weak final boss. I didn't like that, honestly. I'm sorry. Give it up, Thormain. You can't beat us. Not with how strong we are. Working together. How? How could I have been defeated by these rookie students? Oh, come on. We just went over this. We're not rookies, Thormain. We are licensed huntresses. Achievement unlocked to the end of Arrowfell.
Where is Olive? My huntresses.
We didn't see anyone else on the premises. They must have escaped.
Seems they've abandoned you, old friend. So, Amity Tower was never your target. I was. Your plan was to use these to provoke a grim attack on Atlas. A fiasco for which I would take the blame, and you would be welcomed back as an officer. Amancio Glass, Hanlon Fivestone, your failure today only serves to cast sunlight on the corruption you created among the affluent and underprivileged alike.
This is not over, James. It's only a matter of time before they see you for what you really are!
So, your first big mission is licensed huntresses?
I thought it went pretty well.
And this Arrowfell nonsense?
On the QT, sir.
Good work, team.
Team!
Tyrannical Overlord? That's an odd credit. But I guess that's the end of RWBY Arrowfell. I know some people probably want to hear this song that's playing in the background, but I'm going to talk over it just in case there's any potential problems. Although I don't really know what to say, because I kind of want to save my final thoughts for a part that's a bit more silent, I guess? Oh, written by James Montagna, Rob Dukin, and Adam Tierney. I am mispronouncing those horribly. Oh, Caleb Hyles was in this? Huh. Maybe he was one of the final songs? I just noticed, where's the voice cast? Normally they're credited pretty early on. Writing supervisor, Eddie Rivas. Writer, Carrie Shawcross. Okay, I get it. So basically, Carrie and Eddie basically wrote the story for Arrowfell, or at least the general premise, and then those three from earlier basically wrote the dialogue and basically worked with a bunch of bullet points to make it work. I guess is one way to put it. It's kind of like show running a season. Basically, you get the outline, and then you get the actual script. Oh, there's the cast. Blah blah blah. Jason Dave Benoit, Jason Lambert, Lindsay Jones, Kara Everly. Huh. It's kind of weird. This is kind of a weird way to... Oh, it's Amelie. I forgot about that. Kind of weird. I thought they were crediting them in, like, alphabetical order at first, but then it quickly didn't go to that. Again, I'm saving my final thoughts for a quiet part. Also, I don't want to just press start in case there's something after the end. Can you tell I've listened to this music quite a bit already? I guess I should start off by saying that to Dale North, I believe I saw it was. Dale North, you did a fantastic job as a composer. This was a very catchy soundtrack all the way through. Are we reaching the end? Yep, thanks for playing. Playtime, 10 hours and 13 minutes. Completion rate, 100%. Thank you. Some of that time was spent grinding for Lien, aka money, and also just kind of leaving the game on at times. Alright. So that's the end. Huh. Oh, really? Oh, that hurts me. I really wish it said 100%. Okay, well... hang on. I'm gonna go to the map. I'm just gonna go to the map in order to get a nice quiet place. So, my final thoughts on the game. I liked it. It was certainly a much better game than, say, Grim Eclipse. I wouldn't say it's a great game. I don't like giving number scores to games, but I guess I would give this either a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. There are... how do I put this? Let's go by positives and then negatives. And for negatives, I'll go by first nitpicks, because those are just like personal hiccups that don't really count, and then to my actual criticisms. For the positives, like I said, Dale North, you did a fantastic job on the soundtrack, and it was great to hear Casey sing a song again, as well as Caleb, and was the name Peter I saw? And long story short, they did a fantastic job, and I will be listening to, and hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on the soundtrack and just listen to it more. I do like the general graphics of the game. Like, it was a much bigger improvement over the initial reveal trailer, where it looked, I guess, a lot more chibi. The game just overall looks nice. I love the world building, like all the little settlements and such, the characters we meet, even the minor characters. The original designs are great. And the gameplay is nice and fun. Now, oh yes, also the story. The story is nice. I like it for the most part. Now, onto the negatives. First off for the nitpicks, just to get those out of the way. I've said it before, I wish there was more side content. Because the only side content there really is just collecting all the skill points and all the hearts. And that's it. And that's nice. And it's not like WayForward hasn't done something like that already. Like, the Shantae and the Pirate's Curse technically has this. Most of your side quest content in that game is just collecting stuff to fully power yourself up and get the best ending. And that's fair. I just kind of wish there was something a little more to do, or even some bonus stuff to spend your Lien on, because for the merchants, I feel like the only things that were worth buying were the skill points, the hearts, and the revive rings. I never really found a need to buy any of the other items. And like I said it before, I wish the idea of alternate costumes in the game had stayed. I understand why, to an extent, that would have been a lot, but I'm hoping they can bring it back as DLC in the future or something. Although I don't know if this game will get any DLC. WayForward, if you hear this, please consider it. Please. Even just getting to use Team RWBY's other main outfits from volumes 1 through 3 and 4 through 6, that would be enough. Although I wouldn't say no to the Volume 2 and nice Queendom outfits either. Also, the drop rate. I kind of had a problem with this when I was grinding the enemies to get stuff. The drop rate is very inconsistent, to put it lightly. Sometimes I will need hearts desperately, and they will not be dropping them. Other times I don't need them all, at all, and that's all they're dropping. I kind of wish it was optimized a little better so that you would actually get what you need. So if you're low on aura, it'll start dropping aura. If you need a heart, it'll eventually drop hearts. Although I guess that would make the game a little too easy. Although, first and foremost, if you have, like, full hearts, I wish that it would drop Lien far more often, because you collect it pretty slowly. It took me an hour of grinding to get to 999. I don't know, maybe that's just my impatience. Let's see. The story. Well, I'll get to that, because that is goes into an actual criticism. But I kind of wish certain other characters had shown up in the story. Like, this definitely qualifies as a nitpick. I wish certain characters like Team Funky had shown up, or even CL. Like, I'm legitimately surprised we have still not seen her or answered what happened to her. I get she's a side character, doesn't really matter, but this would have been the best opportunity to do so. Oh well. Let's see, is there anything else? Anything else that qualifies as nitpicks? I think... Oh, just... I guess the last one is, I would appreciate an in-game map. And that's about it. Oh. Actually, I'll save that for last. Finally, for the negatives. Back to the story for a bit. My only criticism of the story is actually the same criticism I have for Volume 7 and 8. Which, I really like the Atlas arc in the show, but the only criticism, like big criticism I have of it, is that there's too many characters, which leads to some of them either being underdeveloped or not getting a chance to do much. And the same kind of thing happens here. Team Briar is the shining example of this. They were advertised heavily, and yet they don't appear that often. They appear, like, at the beginning of the game, and then they appear in Chapter 4 for you to have the big fight, and then in the final chapter for you to go collect keys for them, and that's it. We don't even see them in the ending. We don't answer what happened to them, nothing. It's kind of disappointing. So, yeah, I kind of wish some of the characters had... I kind of wish, like, there had been, I guess, fewer characters. And at the very least, at Team Briar, the characters who were the most given the spotlight in advertising, besides Team RWBY themselves, I wish they had gotten to do more. I don't know what you would have done with them, but maybe a DLC... Maybe you could craft a DLC chapter. Like, they already have character models and some animations. Maybe give them some more, tweak them a bit, and you could basically have a DLC chapter where you play as Team Briar. Maybe that's asking for too much. Let me go to gameplay for this one. Finally. For a gameplay, again, I liked it for the most part. It's very simple. You attack, or attack while crouching, you jump, and you have a semblance. And that's about it. However, a few things. I guess the first thing here qualifies more as a nitpick. I wish you could attack more than just forward. I wish you were able to attack up, like swing, like for RWBY, I wish you would swing the scythe upwards if I was holding up, and if I'm up in the air and holding down, I wish she would swing down. It's just because some of the enemies are basically sometimes can get above you or under you. It would just provide a bit more mobility in your attacks. Meanwhile, the other part of the gameplay, the ranged attack. I get it. They needed to provide some way to balance the game so that you would not abuse the range attack. However, I strongly feel that making it so that it would drain your aura when you use it is not the best option for that. And I get it. It was explained even back in Volume 1 that weapons are they use your aura, or something along those lines. But not even Grim Eclipse did this. And it's just... it kind of makes you not want to use the weapon. In fact, I've heard some people talk about Arrowfell, and that is like a complaint I always hear. I want to use the range attack, but it drains my aura, so there's no point. And yeah, there really is no point. And it's made even more pointless by the fact that it does virtually the same amount of damage as a melee attack, so you're just best off not using it. And as a result, it's best to not upgrade ranged attack at all, except for, like, the last thing you do. Now, I suppose an alternate option for that would have been to... I'm just spitballing here. I suppose you could have made it so that you would carry around a limited amount of ammo, like dust ammunition, and that if you ran out, you would have to... and that shooting it wouldn't drain your aura, it would just instead drain the amount of ammo you have. If you ran out, you wouldn't be able to use it again. You would have to, say, use Lien to buy more ammo from the merchants, or at Atlas Academy. In that respect, it would have encouraged players to use the range attack more, but not overuse it, because otherwise they would run out of ammo and it'd be useless. At the same time, and it would have also encouraged people to, like, buy more stuff from the merchant. At the same time, this would have also required you to basically make it so that enemies and objects were dropping Lien a lot more, like, constantly, in order to keep up with that. So, I don't know, maybe there's an even better way than what I just described, but I don't know, that's just my suggestion. Is there anything else I can think of? Yeah. Probably the biggest one. The amount of ambushes. I am just going to take a random guess that something changed mid-development. Like, that there was a change mid-development, and that as a result, they needed to pad out the game. And as a result of that, there is a lot of ambushes. I am not even going to bother to count all of them. If someone out there wants to play the game and count how many ambushes are in it, be my guest. Because as far as I can tell, there was like over 30 or 40 of them, maybe? I distinctly remember like one point where I was like, had 3 or 4 ambushes in a row. It was ridiculous. It kind of got on my nerves. And is easily the weakest part of the game. And meanwhile, the bosses, I like them for the most part, except for... Well, like I said, I didn't like the final boss against Bram Thornmain. It resorts to an ambush, his attacks come at you a little too fast, and are almost seemingly random in how you dodge them at times. And I think I liked all the other bosses, although Halen Fifestone, or Hallen? Is that how Iron would pronounce it? Anyway, Fifestone. The only thing I didn't like about his boss fight is the fact that one of his attacks was the big shockwave that could even reach the top platform, and he would do that even if you were on the ground. Which, if that happens, you basically are going to get hit, no question. It's kind of a cheap move. And the enemies themselves... I feel like the enemies themselves aren't always properly programmed, because sometimes, like some of the soldiers I ran into, some of them were literally just sometimes charging into me back and forth. I feel like their AI got confused at some points. And another thing about the enemies, I feel like they get a little spam happy. Especially the tiny enemies, as I lovingly refer to them as the Medusa heads, like from Castlevania. So many tiny enemies. The little Batgrim, the Swinlins, and then finally those little mechanical things that were appearing in the final stage. There were so many of them, all the time. I feel like it was kind of too much. As a final thing, that's about all the criticisms I have of the game. Well, I guess this qualifies as a nitpick. I wish I could go do the train again. But, yeah, I understand. Two last things before I call it quits. First, there are two things I wish were added to this game at some point in the future. The first is a theater. I kind of wish I didn't... I like the animated cutscenes. They're pretty well done. They're not, like, top-tier quality, because obviously there's going to be a lower budget. But I still really like them, and props to the animation team. But I wish there was a theater mode in the game, like, after you beat the game, you unlock a theater and you can watch the cutscenes whenever you want. But apparently there's not. Instead, I just have to go through the game again in order to watch them. Or look them up on YouTube. But way forward, please add in a theater mode if it's not too much trouble. And the other thing, as of this recording, this game has still not yet been released into Japan, which I find incredibly bizarre considering it was published by Arc System Works. And I get it, it's going to be difficult to basically translate all that text and such into Japanese. And you've clearly done a lot already. You also translated into French, Italian, Dutch, Spanish. So, no matter what, translation is difficult work. Which is why I'm wondering something. I'm wondering if maybe the reason it's taking so long is that maybe the Japanese release is also getting a dub. So they're trying to do it like with the Japanese voice cast as well, which would definitely be additional work. If I'm correct about this, and if anyone from Way Forward is watching this, please, I politely ask that if this game does get a Japanese dub, please patch it so that English-speaking players can also see it. Don't get me wrong, I like RWBY in its original English, Like, I love it, it's the way I prefer it. But I wouldn't mind hearing it in Japanese too. It's cool. And it would kind of suck if we got deprived of that and some people just had to import the game, basically. Was there anything else? Anything else? I think that might be it. That's about my thoughts on RWBY Arrowfell. If you have a chance, if my Let's Play has convinced you or not, I'll say it again, go try this game. It's a lot of fun. There are some rough points, but ultimately, it is a good game. And it's well worth playing. But I hope that Way Forward gets another chance, like whether it be through DLC or even another full game. I hope they get a chance to work on the RWBY property again, and maybe even improve upon it. But that's all I'll say for now. If you enjoyed this Let's Play, I want you to know I am planning on doing reactions to Volume 9 as it comes out, which first episode came out about a day ago. I need to record that. But I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Go buy RWBY Arrowfell, support it. Support the show as well. And have a good day.